Hi and welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. It's Marina here, and in this playful tutorial I am going to show you how to make a mini album and decorate it with a brand new collection by VectoriaDesigns called Picnic. This paper pack has vibrant colors, cute picnic baskets, umbrellas, beautiful patterns and all the fun summer vibes. You will see how I mix and match the papers to create cheerful pages that feel like a sunny afternoon outdoors. This kit is perfect for summer memories. I have also made a PDF cutting guide in Imperial and metric, which is linked below. Also, you will find the Picnic digital kit linked below as well. So, we are going to make a mini album that measures 21.5 by 70 centimeters with a 3 centimeters spine. On the cover I used this image from the collection. Also, I printed 2 pages from this same pattern to cut out some elements and give some dimension to the project by adding some foam pads. Here on the front inside cover there is a gatefold, and this is a card from the collection which is actually magnetized to keep the gatefold closed. Down here I made a cluster with some elements from the kit. This is a pocket which is a ready-to-cut element, and in this case it fits perfectly on this area. Here is a vellum pocket. I printed on this vellum paper and I loved how this turned out. It's nothing special. Instead of printing on a regular cardstock, you simply use a vellum piece of paper in an A4 form. Of course, it doesn't have to use vellum. You can use a cardstock to make this pocket as well. On the pocket there are some pieces from the collection, absolutely beautiful. You can journal on the back, or even you can stick your pictures as well. This opens like so. So here you have plenty of room for pictures. This is a tack spot. And this is a journal page from the kit. This album has one signature page. On the front of the page there is a small flap. Here is room for journaling. Here is a side pocket that can hold some small pictures and cards like this as well. Here is another background from a journal page, and I simply cut out the top of it and use it as a pocket. This flap opens this way, so you have room for a lot of pictures. On the back of the page there are some corners that can hold this photo mat. You can stick your photos here, and of course you can make it smaller than mine. This measures 10 by 16 centimeters, but you could cut it 9 by 15 centimeters for example as well to fit better on these corners. This flap opens down. A beautiful element here. Here are some flaps. I made a kind of a pyramid style. Look how beautiful is this background. The truth is that you don't want to cover this with pictures. Here is another vellum flap. I glued here an oval tag to keep some notes. Here is another flap that opens on the right. Here is place to put your pictures, and here is a triple pocket. Perfect to store memorabilia, tickets from a trip and anything you like from your summer vacations. So guys, let's move on to a quick flip through of the kit. I have printed my papers here on a 200 GSM weight cardstock, 160 GSM work grade 2. I am using a matte coated premium photo paper, and the printer I am using is an Epson EcoTank. So let's see this cute collection. Here is the pattern printed on cardstock, and this one is the vellum paper. You don't have to change your print options to print on a vellum paper. That worked good for me, but if you want to test your options, you can experiment, of course. Same here, this is the cardstock, and this one is the vellum. So let's go ahead to the tutorial. To build the base, you need to cut 3 pieces of medium weight chipboard about 1.5 mm thickness. I am going to join 2 pieces of an A4 white cardstock 200 GSM weight to wrap the covers with the spine using double-sided tape. I am going to stick everything down using glue stick. To cover the inside of the album, I need to use an A4 piece of cardstock and a piece 7.5 by 21.5 centimeters. I put double-sided tape and glue them down. This is the vellum paper. Begin the scoring along the 18.5 cm side. This is going to come here. Make sure not to go over the bending line. Let's go ahead to make the page of the album. I am using strong double-sided tape because I want to end up with a really sturdy page. Try to have even space right and left. This is a photo mat and I am going to decorate it on the decoration part, so I will leave this aside at the moment. Now I am going to create two triangles by cutting this piece diagonally. I will leave these two pieces aside too, because I am going to stick them down after the decoration of the flap. Later on, I will also show you how to decorate them. I am going to eyeball this a little bit where I want this to be. I want to have this 1.5 cm gap all around on the sides and the bottom. Now I have to line this up where it meets the second flap. First I am going to attach the panels here and then glue these pieces down in this way. Be sure to stick this in the middle of the spine so the space left and right of the page will be 1.5 centimeters. Now it's the fun part. I am going to show you how I fuzzy cut the embellishments and set up everything for the decoration. One of the secrets to successful fuzzy cutting is to hold your scissors steady and move the paper instead. This allows you to follow the design more easily and keeps your hand from getting tired or making jagged cuts. So, always turn the motif, not your hand. So that was the tutorial for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!